Hello, my name is Bennett, and I'm doing an oral history assignment. Today is Sunday, September 29th, and I'm interviewing Cara Bowman, my great-grandmother. She is 93 years old. Thank you for being here today. Where and when were you born?
I was born in South Jersey, New Jersey, in a little town called Brooklawn, which was right near Camden, which is very South Jersey, and it's right outside of Philadelphia.
What languages do you speak?
Only one, unfortunately, but I tried to speak it as well as I can. Only one.
Have you ever moved, or did you always live in one place?
Oh no, I lived in several places. At 93 years old, I've moved around quite a bit in my life.
Where?
Well, this was always in the United States that I'm talking about, and I lived in Westchester, mostly, and New Jersey. I was born in New Jersey, as I said, I think. That's it. In the Bronx, New York, yeah.
And what about Florida, Cara?
Oh yes, I'm sorry I didn't put that in. When I was thinking of my childhood, but when I was married, I lived in Florida for 30 years. And when my husband passed away, I came back up north to be with my family, and I've been here since then.
During your childhood, what did you spend your free time doing?
Sports, always sports. All kinds of sports. Softball, basketball, you name it. Bicycle riding. I was always outdoors playing and playing games and stickball. We used to play stickball.
What is stickball?
Well, I knew you were going to ask me that. It's very interesting too, because the stick, as we refer to in stickball, is the handle of a broom. We didn't have much money in those days, you know. Those were the years of the Depression. So we cut off the broom handle and used that for a bat. And it worked very well. And
what did you use as a ball?
Pardon me?
What did you use as a ball?
Softball.
Oh.
Softball, yeah. Softball. And I wasn't bad at playing because the boys let me play with them, and I felt that that was a good endorsement.
What did your parents do?
My parents, my father was in refrigeration, and my mother worked in a hotel.
Is that it?
Pardon me?
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's all they did, okay. Did your family spend time together?
Did my family spend time together? Yes, we used to spend time together. Yeah, I used to play dominoes with my father. He used to like to play dominoes. Do you know what that is?
I
Yeah.
know dominoes.
Yeah, he used to play with dominoes with me. And he used to take me to all the ball games. So I used to see all the Yankees play baseball, and I loved to go with him to the baseball games. I knew all the players, and it was great. It was great. Just he and I, a little bonding.
What new inventions do you remember most during your lifetime?
What inventions?
Did they come out with the computer?
Oh, no. We didn't have computers. I really have no idea when computers appeared on the scene, but they certainly were around when I was young. Next question.
What was your favorite food growing up?
My favorite what?
Food.
Food? Hot dogs.
How much did you eat hot dogs? How much hot dogs did you eat like every day?
Oh, no, I didn't. Of course not. I would have liked to, but I didn't. What, you want me to mention another food, you mean?
No, that's good. What do you remember most about your school experience?
Well, to be honest with you, I really didn't care much for school. I shouldn't be forced to say that, I guess. But however, what was the question? I've forgotten the question. It surprised me.
That's
so.
okay. What do you remember most about your school experience? Was the question.
Oh, that I didn't like it is the thing I remember most, and I have to be honest with you. But you know, I hated to go, and I hated to. You know, I didn't care for school. I'd rather play, but doesn't sound like a very worthy cause there. But anyway.
What type of clothing did you mostly wear as a child?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch
What
that.
type of clothing did you wear as a child?
What kind of clothing?
Yeah, clothing.
What'd you wear to school, Cara?
Oh, skirts and blouses. Yeah. Navy blue skirt and a white blouse.
Who did you admire most growing up as a child?
Who did you admire most?
Who did I admire? Esther Williams.
Why?
She was a champion swimmer. And swimming was my favorite sport. So I loved to watch Esther Williams swim.
During the Olympics?
Pardon me?
During the Olympics?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't recall that clearly, but where she was swimming. But I guess so. I guess it was Bennett. Yes.
Wasn't she in movies too, Cara?
Oh, definitely, she was in movies. Yes, she was very famous actually. And of course, I enjoyed swimming. That was my favorite sport. So I kind of bonded with her. And she was a beautiful swimmer. She was a lovely girl.
What was your favorite game or toy as a child?
Say it again, B.
What was your favorite game or toy as a child?
A softball bat.
Softball bat?
Yeah, I used to love to play softball. I also had a wonderful bike that I loved to ride. Yeah.
Is there anything else you think I should know about your life, or how your life has changed since you were a child?
But you have to face Cara when you ask her the question.
Is there anything else you think I should know about your life, or how your life has changed since you were a child?
I had a wonderful childhood, I must say. My family didn't have any money. My father was out in and out of work all the time. Times weren't very good in those days, you know, and the economy was bad. But my mother and father were always very upbeat and optimistic, so it never affected my life at all. My father was very comedic. He was very funny. He used to be always making jokes, and we were always laughing. So I remember my childhood as being very happy and carefree, which it really wasn't. But my parents never let on that they were having bad times. As a child, I never was aware of that.
Do you have any other information about the time you were a child that you think my classmates and teacher might find interesting?
I didn't hear the beginning of the question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have any other information about the time you were a child that you think my classmates and teacher might find interesting?
Well, I had a wonderful childhood. I had, as I said, times weren't very good during that period, and my father was in and out of work, so we really, as a family, were going through bad economic times. But they never really passed that on to the children. We never really were aware of that, which I think is so remarkable, really. They shielded us from all that bad news.
Mm-hmm.
They were wonderful. My father and mother were wonderful people.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can think of, Bennett.
Okay. Bye.
Oh,
Say bye, Cara.
Bye-bye, honey, and thank you very much for the interview.
You're welcome.